The truth. All-time high. All-time high. That's not a good thing because tonight, the three most populated states in this country hit all-time high coronavirus numbers. Just everyone, I want you to please listen to this entire opening segment of what I call my take tonight. Everything in it is true, and it's a dire warning. So I need you to sit and pay attention to this because it's really important for your health and the health of the country, okay? California, hitting a single-day high of more than 7,000 new confirmed cases. That's California. Then there's Texas. Texas now reporting its highest single-day number of new cases, more than 5,500. And then there is Florida. Florida, too, making its highest number of new confirmed coronavirus cases in a single day, more than 5,500. Okay? Arizona, reporting 88% of intensive care unit beds are full. They are warning that they could hit capacity by the 4th of July. And don't let the president fool you. This has nothing to do, everyone, okay? This has nothing to do with increased testing, nothing at all. More than half of states are seeing an increase in cases. Look at the map in front of you, with real and frightening spikes across the South and the West. This is a warning, okay? New confirmed cases across this country are the highest that they have been since April. Please. It's incredibly sad that I have to say this, but if you value your health at this point, do not believe the President of the United States. The President of the United States who was acting today as if the coronavirus is in the rearview mirror, welcoming Poland's president to the White House and calling his visit the first after COVID and promising a beautiful surprise on vaccines.
This is the first after COVID, after the start of the plague, as I call it, and it's an honor to have you here. I think you're going to have a big surprise, a beautiful surprise, sooner than anybody would think. But the answer is yes, we will be getting Poland involved, both in terms of helping, but also in terms of taking care of the Polish people once we have the vaccine. But I think we're going to have it very soon.
Okay. We have a president who refuses to accept reality, who refuses to wear a mask, who downplayed the virus for months, encouraged Americans to take a potentially dangerous drug, even taking it himself, suggested that ingesting disinfectant could knock out the virus, even saying this.
I mean, we had a lot of people were saying maybe we shouldn't do anything, just ride it. They say ride it like a cowboy. Just ride it, ride that sucker right through.
It turns out after all the sacrifices Americans made in the beginning of the pandemic, all the lost lives, all the lost jobs, everything that was done to flatten the curve, in the end, did we learn nothing? Did the president learn nothing? Why have we allowed this to happen? When did we decide to just ride that sucker right through? When did we decide that? I need you to take a look at this. Cases soaring in Tulsa, where President Trump held his campaign rally over the weekend, conspicuously not wearing a mask. Now that rally was 5 days ago, and we knew cases were on the upswing before that. But the president, he went there anyway. And this does not bode well for Tulsa. Dozens of Secret Service agents and officers who were working at the rally have been ordered to self-quarantine after 2 of their colleagues tested positive for the virus. And the president followed up with a visit to a virus hotspot again, Arizona, just last night, which was also pretty much mask-free. Listen, everyone, to Dr. Anthony Fauci, who says wearing masks should not be a political issue, and anybody who thinks it is needs to get past it.
There's no secret formula for that except to say, get past it. It should not be a political issue. It is purely a public health issue. Forget the politics. Look at the data.
Science has nothing to do with politics. Dr. Fauci is right. It's not political. Never was. The president had a chance to tell everyone in this country to wear a mask. Instead, he said this.
Somehow sitting in the Oval Office behind that beautiful Resolute desk, the great Resolute desk, I think wearing a face mask as I greet presidents, prime ministers, dictators, kings, queens, I don't know, somehow I don't see it for myself.
That was a cue to everyone who supports the president that they didn't have to wear a mask. But now it looks like the reality of the virus is catching up to a lot of members of his own party, Republicans who usually follow his lead. There's Texas Governor Greg Abbott. He was one of the first to reopen his state. That was back on May 1st.
Because the spread is so rampant right now, there's never a reason for you to have to leave your home unless you do need to go out. The safest place for you is at your home.
Quite a 180 from the governor who reopened his state almost 2 months ago. Now he's telling people to stay home? Where's the sense in that? And then there is Senator John Cornyn, another Texan. He is contradicting the president's insistence that he wants to slow down testing, telling reporters, quote, "It is pretty clear to me, and I think it is clear to all of us, that with the uptick of cases, now is not a time to retreat from our vigilance in testing." And then there is Florida Republican Senator Marco Rubio, who said today, and I quote, "Everyone should just wear a damn mask like you guys are, like I am right now." Florida's junior Senator, Republican Rick Scott, saying this.
It's serious. We haven't beat it. You've got to wear masks. You got to social distance. You got to get more information out. We got to tell people where there's local transmission, and so people can make decisions. But I mean, we haven't beat it.
He's right. We haven't beat it or beaten it, the coronavirus. They and we knew that all along. Why didn't this president? Why are some people so late to the game? And shamefully, this president is trying to distract you from reality by throwing around his new favorite racist slur, calling the coronavirus Kung Flu. Really? Come on, man. He did it again last night at a crowded event in an Arizona megachurch.
It's got all different names. Wuhan. Wuhan was catching on. Coronavirus, right? Kung flu, yeah. Kung flu.
Shameful. Shameful. And they cheered. You don't need me to tell you that that's racist, right? You don't need me to tell you that. You can hear that for yourself. And you know why he's doing it? To get exactly the kind of cheers that he got from that crowd. Shameful. Shameful. Just today, Kellyanne Conway, who once called that slur highly offensive, is defending him.
The president has mentioned it several times at two different events. Can you give us your reaction?
Sure. My reaction is that the president has made very clear he wants everybody to understand, and I think many Americans do understand, that the virus originated in China, and had China been more transparent and honest with the United States and the world, we wouldn't have all the death and destruction that unfortunately we've suffered.
China, it's like Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. China, China, China. And there's more. She goes on to try to blame CBS White House correspondent Weijia Zhang, who first brought to light that someone in the White House used that racist phrase back in March.